inaugural event, I think it's fantastic. I believe as many as 300 investors were present here today. I think that it's been a great opportunity for matchmaking of those individuals with capital to invest, looking for both long-term investment and short-term opportunities, as well as those entrepreneurs and those project companies looking for financing. So as far as I'm concerned, I think a lot of business cards have been exchanged here today. I think there's a lot of people are walking away happy, having made the connections they need to finance deals and close those deals.
A key element is the value of the African diaspora. The African diaspora has, it's estimated, and these are conservative estimates, some 40 billion US in savings that are able to be invested. I think that if locally at a bank in the UK at the moment, if you want to go to a traditional savings model, you're looking at 0.5% or 1% as a return on your investment. The African continent offers a great deal more. And connecting those two dots, it's not rocket science, it's an absolutely fundamental disconnect that hasn't happened recently, and I think that this event has done a tremendous amount to try and put those two unconnected parties much closer together.
I've been astounded by the amount of different kinds of investors who've been here. We've seen some institutions, but for me the great thing is we've seen genuine diaspora. I've had 4 or 5 conversations with Africans who live here in the UK. It might be their entire life is here, but they all have family back in Africa. Some of them have lost touch a bit and want to refine their roots. Others actually have families there and they're looking to make investments. They're like, where can I put my money? Where can I get the exposure? I would say agri, that's where it's at.
I first got introduced to HomeStrings about a year ago. Through Developing Markets Associates, and since then we've just found it to be a really amazing place to source some of the funding that we need for our business. So we're listed on HomeStrings, and we're hoping that through this forum we'll get enough people who are interested and who like the idea and put some money in there.
There's always an issue between the diaspora who have certain ideas about what they would like to do. And obviously HomeStrings can't be in the business of startups. It's about secondary tier 2 funding. But also we had today the whole range. We had SMEs, we had some incredibly innovative technical developments, solar power. We had the leading member of the African Development Bank talking about big projects. So we covered the whole gamut from infrastructure through to SMEs. The message, I think, is that from here we can all go forward knowing that there's a huge well of interest and support and increasingly money that recognizes that Africa has a huge part to play and the diaspora as part of that.
This is a groundbreaking symposium. I personally didn't expect that many people to be here today, but also the level of connection with amazing firms, organizations, and people is incredible. We need to get these messages out that there are platforms now that can support and facilitate people investing in African assets.
There's some great things that I've heard already. I'm also waiting for Rolake from EcoBank, who's coming up for the panel, because we interviewed her also for our magazine last year. So that's really interesting. But there's some good things coming up. I especially enjoyed Daniel's presentation on Splash mobile banking, I suppose is what you call it. But that is quite interesting. So I'm very happy to know about what he's doing in West Africa, because I know it's been happening in East Africa already. So that's quite interesting. I might even invest a little bit. Who knows?
It's been good because when you're getting people to invest, it's all about trust. Mostly it's about trust and like the aesthetics of the whole, the aura of the place, the atmosphere. It's been set up right, and it's been very warming and welcoming, and it's rubbed me the right way.
What we're trying to do is bring together the capital and the project so that we can create dynamic investment opportunities that help develop countries within the region.
I think what we have learned here is that there is significant pent-up demand for transparency, availability, access to opportunities back home that are transformative but also are profitable. And I think that HomeStrings has hit the sweet spot both in terms of timing and in terms of emphasis. The second takeaway for us is the volume. I think that the volume is going to be quite important. And I think that we and other players in the market are going to try to make sure that diaspora direct investment is here to stay on a sustainable basis and will be taken into account as one of the three legs of the development finance tool.
Well, I think Homestrings are a unique organisation. Not only do they have a platform or a web-based platform that can actually take the orders and provide information, a lot of people have that, but what they have is they're comprised of diaspora members themselves with real expertise in financial markets, but also they do proper due diligence and evaluation of the risks around each project, so that whatever is on that site is very transparent. There's going to be no backhanders or anything that a lot of projects in some countries have. And as an investor, I know that I'm taking risks, but I know what those risks are. There's nothing being hidden from me. And also they operate in a very similar space to ourselves. We work with remitters or with large investors. So what they're doing is delivering tangible solutions. Often we find a lot of people talk a good story about investment, but when they say, what can I invest in, there's not very much that's available. This is really quantified and valuable investments that people can actually invest in now, and that's the real key to me.